Hello, my name is Amanda Ayala, and this is my pet ferret, Vicky. Say hi, Vicky. I would like to share with you a few fun facts about ferrets for all those animal lovers out there looking for the perfect pet. Ferrets are very fun creatures. They're known as the clown of the animal world because, well, for obvious reasons, as you can see, she's hyper at the moment. They're very social creatures, fun and playful. They love to play all the time, but I would not recommend having them around small children. And if you do, you must have an adult there watching them at all times because a small child can hurt you little guys. It's Vicky. Now, there are two ways you could carry a ferret. One would be like this, supporting the legs and the belly, safest way, or doing it kitty cat style, by the scruff of the neck. It doesn't hurt them despite what it looks like. It's how the mother carries them when they're babies. And just like the kittens, they're completely limp until you let them go. There are lots of toys they sell for them. Lots of toys, clothes. There's many things you can do with a ferret. They don't need that much grooming. The oil in their fur is what keeps them warm, so I really wouldn't recommend bathing them all the time because then that'll cause them to have dry skin, and then you'll really have a problem. And if you must absolutely wash them, there are special shampoos made for ferrets that you can buy at your local pet stores. And for those that think that ferrets are rats, no, they're not rats. They are carnivores. They feed on rats primarily. So if you ever get the idea that, oh, my ferret and my hamster is going to have fun together, don't. You're asking for it. You're asking for trouble. Vicky, silly little thing. And no, they're not diseased. Despite popular belief that they're diseased animals, they're not diseased. Ferrets are probably one of the most cleanest pets you could ever have. Yes, Vicky, you're nice and clean. One of the most cleanest pets you can ever have. And most pet stores these days, when that sell ferrets, they just won't sell it to you where it has nothing. They sell them to you already neutered and have most of all of their vaccinations. The only vaccination you really need to give them is their annual booster shots and the rabies shots because that's also annual. Vicky. Ferrets have been domesticated for a very long time. So if you put these guys out in the wild, they won't survive no more than 2 hours before they die. Unlike the black-footed ferret, which is a truly wild ferret, untamed. And if you hold one, they sort of feel kind of like a slinky. That's because of their longer back and neck bones, which allows them to squeeze through pretty much anything. So if you have your ferret loose, keep a good eye on it because if there's a place that they can squeeze into and vanish on you, they will do it. They're little troublemakers. Is that they don't really mean to be. It's just that their curious nature usually puts them in dangerous situations. And for those that don't know, this is a standard leash and harness. These leash and harnesses are sold at pretty much almost any pet stores. Mainly PetSmart and Petco sell them. You can take your ferrets out for a walk which is pretty good because sometimes it's good to have them out because they need exercise. They're very gentle creatures, so if you ever think that, oh, it's going to bite or it's going to be vicious, nah, they're not like that. A ferret's jaws are strong enough to crush the bones in your fingers, but that's not the case, because just because they can do it doesn't mean they will. Vicky, yes, you're so silly. And despite the idea of that ferrets are untrainable, yes, ferrets can be trained. You just need to have a lot of time and patience, just like with any animal. And really, the only thing you really need to do for them is you just water, food, clean their cages once in a while, and that's pretty much it. They don't require much care. Most of the time, the rest of the time, it's just fun, fun, fun. Or they're sleeping. Ferrets can sleep about from 16 to 18 hours a day. Well, my little girl here, she sleeps more than that, but I think she's picking up on my bad habits of sleeping too much. She's a little... I just woke her up. And they do sell specialized ferret snacks and foods for them. But do not ever give them people food. Because like with all animals, there are things that we eat that can do them some serious damage. Well, that's all I got right now for my ferret. If you want more ferret videos with starring little Vicky, just leave a comment for me. And I'll see what I can do.